Good morning and happy Good Friday. Let us all remember the terrible tragedy that happened on Good Friday when Christ was hung on the cross. And let us remember that he rose again on the third day to save us. He died for our sins. And we must always thank him for that, because that gives us a chance to be in heaven with him. I'm so thankful and so blessed to know Jesus, because without him I couldn't have survived. He's blessed me many times, and my family many, many times, and I know he has all of you too. So let's remember Easter and celebrate the risen Christ, and then let the little children enjoy hunting Easter eggs, and which doesn't have anything to do with Jesus, but it's loving one another. It does have something to do with Jesus. It's loving one another and having a good time and being with your family. So anyway, I wanted to show you one little quick thing this morning. I don't know if any of you have any of these little Dash products, but they make all kinds of little things, and they're miniature. And this one happens to be a waffle maker. And I'm gonna make a waffle this morning. I'm gonna attempt to make a waffle this morning. And I'm going to use a complete pancake mix. It has everything in it, and all you have to do is add the water. And they are delicious. They are very, very delicious. And so I'm gonna start with a half a cup of the mix, and I'm going to put it in my mixing bowl. And I'm going to use, I cut the recipe in half and then I cut it again, and this made me have to divide a third of a 3/4 of a cup. So I'm using a third of a cup of water. It may not be enough. And if it's not, I will add more. And I'm just gonna mix this up real quick. And it's, for me, I don't think it's quite enough water, so I'm gonna get just a tiny bit more. Just a tiny bit. Okay. I do like my batter a little thick. And I'm gonna spray the little waffle maker with some Pam. And I've had this on here and heating up, and I'm not sure if it turns a certain color when it's completely heated. I keep opening it, so I'm not sure if it does have a light on. And we'll leave it for just a minute. And while that's heating, I want to tell you something else. Another little tip that I'm sure you all would figure out to do, but sometimes you might not think of it, because I didn't either, and I almost threw this bag of pretzels away. And you can see that it's got Christmas trees on the package, so you know that it's old. It fell behind in my cupboard, and I didn't see it. And yesterday I was looking through there, and I found these pretzels, and I almost threw them in the trash can. But what I did instead was I put them in my food processor and ground them up and made them little tiny bite size for birds and squirrels. And I took these out and put a few on the edge of the bird feeder and some on the patio. So I'm gonna see if they like that. If they do, I'm gonna save these. Don't throw your pretzels, your stale pretzels or your stale crackers or anything that you think they would enjoy. Save them and grind them up and make you some bird feed and give the birdies a little treat. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna check on this and I'll be right back. Okay, I've had this on. I had it on before I even come on. So I know that it is hot, but there doesn't seem to be a red light or anything that comes on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the batter in. And I really don't know how much to put in, but I'm going to spread that around a little bit. And shut the lid. And I don't know how to tell if it's done or not. I guess we'll just stand here and cook. Now, they make a grill, a little griddle that you can toast sandwiches on. I'm not sure what all other kinds of things they do make. I'm not sure if there's like a little sandwich press. There's all kinds of different little things that Dash makes, and they're little miniatures. And if you're by yourself, or you just want to, or you're just cooking for yourself sometime and you don't want to make a whole big batch of anything, these come in really handy. So I just want to try this out. I like waffles. I just don't ever make them. And I don't know why. I don't have a big waffle maker. But there's, I'm the only one here that usually eats. Ooh, it's getting done. It's a steaming. And I hope it gets crispy. I would like it if it was crispy. Anyway, we'll be back when it gets done. All right, we're back. And I'm sure that it's, oh, that looks really good. It's really not crunchy yet. I'm gonna spray it just a little more with some Pam and put it back on there. Now, what I'd like to do is I like to put my syrup in a little container, even with my pancakes, and put it in a little container beside my dish, because I don't like to soak up. If you pour your syrup on your pancakes, it's going to soak in, and then you're going to think, there's not much syrup there, and then you're going to add more. That's what the kids do. I don't have any syrup left. Well, they do. It just soaked into their pancake. And what I like to do is put mine in a little tiny bowl and just dip my bite into the syrup. This light on here, it never did turn red or anything. So I'm not really sure. It looks so good. I guess you can just leave it on there until it gets as crisp as you want it. And as long as you keep checking it and it doesn't burn, it doesn't really feel that crispy, but I'm sure that it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And I'm going to put a little tiny bit of butter on it. And don't have a knife over here. I'll take this little piece and dip it in some syrup and let that drain off. Then I'm going to take a bite. It is done, but it's not crispy like I wanted it. And I'm wondering if I just didn't have enough oil, or if I put it in there too thick. I mean, if I put too much batter in it. Well, you have to put enough to cover the griddle part, or it doesn't have anything to cook. All right, we're going to shut him down and let him cook. Okay, I'm going to try one more bite of this one. I just would like it much better if it was crispy. To me, it's not really as good as a pancake. Because my pancakes, when I cook them in my iron skillet, they do get crunchy on the edge. This is steaming up really good. I'll see if I can get this one to cook any better, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to show you how I did these pretzels. I'm going to do some more and have them ready, so when the birds and the squirrels get them all ate up, I'll have some more ready for them. It's okay if some of it gets powdery, because some of those little birdies have little tiny beaks. But this is a nice little consistency for them. And so I'll get that ready to take out this morning. Okay, and this looks really good. They just don't get crispy like I like them. I don't know why. Put that back in there for a little bit. I guess it doesn't hurt to leave them as long as you want, as long as they're not, you know, burning. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's going to be 8 degrees warmer today than it was yesterday. I'm thankful for that. And I went out to Eric's last night and sat out on the deck. And it was nice because the sun was shining right on us, and visited with him for a little bit. And then I'm not sure what all I'm going to do today. But I am feeling much better. Much, much better. I didn't hear from my doctor. I got a thing on my phone that told me about my blood work, which was all good except two things, and they were up just a tiny, tiny bit. One was my white blood count and one was my blood sugar, but it wasn't bad. And I don't know how to read the other test, so I sent it to Michelle and told her when she had time to read it, because he'll probably call me today, because I know that he was doing a kidney function test. So anyway, I'll see if I hear from him today. I don't know if they're in their offices on Good Friday or not, but anyway, I'm going to try this one and see if it's any crunchier, and if it's not, I'll probably give this little dash to somebody that would want it, would like it, that don't want everything crunchy and crispy like I do. Put a little more butter on here. Get a little more butter. I'm going to unplug him. So I don't forget to do that. This also saves on syrup. It is a little more crunchy. Dipping your pancakes in the syrup saves on your syrup too. They don't use near as much because they don't need as much. This one's a lot better. Not bad at all. Those aren't very expensive, those little machines. I really can't tell you how much they are, but they're not too expensive, especially if you like waffles and you just want to fix one or two for yourself. That's a handy way to go. So anyway, I'm going to hop off for now, say goodbye, and you have a blessed Easter. See you soon.